Hello, it's Jodie here, and in this video I'm going to share a massive aha moment that Nat and I just had with regards to this software called Cointracking.info. So inside of our amazing community called our bot buddies inside the plan, these are for people who have actually joined the plan, the Dan Hollings plan, with us and through our affiliate link. We provide an ongoing support community and weekly live calls twice a week to cover the entire world time zone. But one of our amazing members, Paul, who's been a good friend of ours for many years, was able to negotiate a unique 25% discount on the coin tracking software, and it was coming from a space of being for tax reasons. And Nat and I were just like, we didn't need to talk about that, didn't need to get involved in that, because we're actually officially residents of nowhere. We are 100% nomadic and don't call anywhere home, so therefore we don't have to actually do taxes for anywhere. So we didn't look at this coin tracking software at all, but we've been heavily involved with Paul in making sure that everybody can get this 25% discount. And it's a unique setup that he's done simply because he has been able to get individual account setups, not actually have an umbrella where you can't do all the features of coin tracking, like having free sub accounts, all of these things. You can have your very own coin tracking account with free sub accounts and not be actually attached to any other corporate setup as such. So it's a very cool deal, and because some people were needing some help with getting started with the software, I thought, well, I'll come along and I'll do what you're supposed to do, which is just get your free account. So let me just log into the account now. Yeah, so the free account, you can have 200 transactions. So if you're just like literally buying some coin, holding on to it, having a free account with coin tracking is absolutely perfect. But if you are using the plan, you're going to have more than 200 transactions. So you're going to be looking at least the unlimited. I mean, if you only got one, actually, no, 20,000 transactions would literally only be for one bot. And that would only be probably for a couple of months. So to have a full year of tax reporting, you would need to have the unlimited account, which is what we've secured the discount on. So one of the reasons I thought that we'd be able to use the software, not for the tax reason, is just to be able to bring in our MetaMask balances. Because when you have MetaMask, the only wallet or the only network that shows your account balances is the Ethereum network. But if you go to other networks, such as Binance or the Avalanche network, it just shows you coin balances and it doesn't show you dollar balances. So it's a real pain. It's a real pain to have to, go and follow up where the coin is currently at or put it into some sort of spreadsheet. And yeah, it was like, oh, maybe I could use this coin tracking software to do that for me, because looking at how to enter the coins, we've got all these different exchanges that can just plug in with an API, so it just instantly pulls the information out. There's all the different wallets, so you can have your external cold wallets, as they're called. The legacy imports, not sure what that is because I don't have anything out of that lot. But then there's the straight network wallets, which is what we've got with MetaMask. So you can literally just pull in each of the networks. So we've actually got a Solana wallet, and we've got a Terra Station wallet, which is the Luna wallet, and then Binance and Polygon and Phantom are all in our MetaMask wallet. So I thought, well, this might just be a way to be able to have a quick snapshot of what we've actually got in our wallets. So if I go back over to the dashboard, it was like, oh, this is really cool. It's actually saying that in all those little odd amounts of wallets and Web3 DeFi spaces, I can now add it up in one place thanks to this coin tracking software. So we've got about $1,500 worth across those things. So as I told Nat about it, she's like, oh, maybe we should just pay for this software, and even if we're not going to do the tax side of things, it just gives us a one quick snapshot of all of our exchanges, DeFi, what's being used in Bitscat with the trading bots, what's being used in 𝗏𝗏𝗏 with the different strategy that we've got going on there, and just a whole big picture across the board of our NFTs, our fees, our what's it cost us, what we bought in at, all of those things. And it's like, okay, this is worth it. So what do we need to do? This is worth it for us to get an account at the Bitcoin price, and with the instructions that Paul's put together on how to get this. When you actually click on here we won't be entering this price, we'll be entering a separate price. But billing information, I've read the instructions. I'm going to choose Bitcoin to pay. But the cool part is that I don't even have to use my own Bitcoin. I'm going to go to Nexo and get a 0% loan. So to follow Paul's instructions, for those of you who are bot buddies inside the plan, you do need to fill in this form because he needs to actually do the accounting and literally follow up with Cointracking and make sure that you get your discounts. But selecting the 2-year unlimited account here for $809 rather than that coming out of our pocket, I decided to go to Nexo and get a USDT loan at 0% APY. So I have 0 interest to get the US dollars, you know, just even buying the Bitcoin and then sending it through. It doesn't really matter what price the Bitcoin's at because it'll always be the equivalent of the US dollar value to get into Cointracking. So yeah, and just for those who are doing this option, you don't pay what says here. You literally pay what it's being pinned out here. Okay, so it's $809 worth of Bitcoin that you'll be actually sending. But you do need to fill in that form so that Paul can check up with the accounting and make sure that your account gets upgraded correctly. So yeah, isn't that a cool idea? I just thought we wanted to share that. That was our massive aha. Not only did we think we didn't need this software, but now we can actually see the value of having one place to log into that will actually show all of our portfolio. We can be able to keep a track of our portfolio, know exactly how much we've put in over, you know, this period of time that we've been running bots and buying coins to hodl and, you know, doing different DeFi projects. It's just going to be so, Nat's so excited at the moment because she's been trying to do it all manually through a spreadsheet. And honestly, I think for the equivalent of what this comes out at, $40 a month, she would be putting in more than $40 worth of hours each month trying to keep it all done manually. But who knows, if ever we actually do decide to live somewhere full time and we do have to do tax reporting, at least it'll all be here. So we're kind of seeing it as a benefit both ways. Never thought I say I was getting a tax software, but we're really excited about this because it's going to make life so much easier so that we don't have to be so manual. Because, you know, crazy as it seems, we've gotten so involved in crypto that we now have, you know, just shy of 100 different investments of different coins and projects that we've researched, we've looked at, that we're doing bots with, that we're doing all sorts of different things with. And this is a much easier way to pull it all together. So there you go. That's my sort of opinion on how you can use Cointracking outside of the tax side of things. And even if you're not ready to do your tax or you're not ready to sort of invest as such into a lot of different cryptos, at least start with a free account for Cointracking. Okay, so start with a free account and upgrade when you can. But those who are ready to start doing not just the tracking but the tax reporting, and you're inside the plan with us, then go and follow the instructions that Paul has put into Slack so that you can get your 25% discount for your own personal individual account. And if you're looking at joining the plan in future and you want to take part in our bonuses, then follow the link to Inside the Plan with us and find out when the plan's open again, and you can come and join our community. So that's it for this session. If you have any questions, leave a comment below or get in touch. Even if it's about getting more information about these Nexo loans with the 0% APY, you do need to hold a certain amount of Nexo for that. And if you're part of our community, we actually do offer a chance, particularly to our Australian friends who don't have the exchange part of Nexo, to be able to get you some Nexo coins into your wallet just with our peer-to-peer system that we've actually got for you as well. So that's it for now. I'll see you in the next video, and hope it's been helpful. Bye.